Welcome back. It's your boy DG from DG Mindset. Part 2 of you finding your purpose, of you living the life that you have been entitled to live. We all have the ability to choose and create our lives the way we want. The problem is, number one, we're not accountable enough for our thoughts, emotions, and actions. And then number two, we have been taught not to go after our passions. Wild. We'll tell a child, oh, Billy, don't do that. Be realistic. The moment that you start being realistic to how the world has told you is the moment that you start taking your passions and putting them in the closet. And you're essentially allowing them to gather dust. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get back to the true nature of who truly what you are, okay? You got to go after your passions. And this is part 2. We're going to break down how you do that. I know me growing up, I loved sports. It didn't matter what it was. I played football, I played baseball, I played basketball, I played golf. I was terrible at it. I played tennis, was pretty good at it. I swam. I stopped swimming because they made me wear a Speedo, and I promised myself I would never wear a Speedo. Here's my point. I dabbled in all of these different sports because I loved to play sports. I loved to use my body to be active. I was fortunate that I didn't have parents who told me not to play sports. They encouraged me to continue to go after what you love to do. Here's what I'm learning now with a lot of human beings, a lot of adults. We never got permission to go after what we love to do. So I'm giving you permission now to go after what you love. Here's what I will tell you. Doing what you love to do doesn't have to make you money. It doesn't have to make you famous. You don't have to be quote unquote successful at it. Just start doing what you love to do. I had a lady tell me one time, I said, what's your passion? What do you love to do? She said, well, it's kind of stupid. I said, no, just go ahead and tell me what it is. Well, I don't know if just tell me what it is unapologetically. Her passion was folding laundry. Now, I know that sounds crazy to some of you, but she genuinely loved folding laundry. I said, okay, how about this? Why don't we start figuring out a way for you to fold more laundry? So she went to her neighbors and said, hey, twice a month, I'll do your laundry for you. I'll come over, I'll wash it, I'll fold it. She absolutely loved it. Did she start a business of folding laundry? No. But because she went after her passion, the universe made a way for her, and she started a t-shirt company business of her making personalized t-shirts, which a year later, another bigger company bought her out and she retired for the rest of her life. All because she went after her passion. So here's my point. Your passion comes from outside of space and time. This is the divinity within you. This is why everybody had a different passion. This is why your passion was linked to your heart, also known as your subconscious. What's the first organ that was developed when you were inside of your mother's womb? Your heart. So I say that, don't think that you have to think your way through to make it work. No, just follow your heart. So here's what I want you to do. Get a piece of paper. Write down 3 things that you love to do. And that if you had one more day on earth, you would do these 3 things. When you do this, now figure out which one of the 3 you really love. Like, if I could do this for the rest of my life all day long, I would die happy as a lark. Now, ask yourself, how much do I actually do this right now? And find out why. When did this start? When did I stop going after my passion? I know when I got married and started to have a family, I allowed society to tell me, oh, well, no, you gotta be a husband, you gotta be a father. You can't go after your passions and do what you love to do anymore. You gotta be realistic and pay the bills. The moment that I did this, I went to a 10-year drag. And I stopped living from the place of creativity. I stopped living from the place of my heart. I stopped living from the place of where this universal life force flows through. So then the pandemic happened, and I said, you know what? I have time. I'm just gonna start doing what I love to do. Helping people, speaking. And I just started to do it for free. Here's my point. If I did not go after my passion, you and I would not be sitting here right now having this conversation. Do you see how it works? So the first thing we do is write down what the 3 passions are. Then, second thing, figure out what's the one thing that you love. Thirdly, figure out what blockages, mentally, emotionally, are keeping you from living that out. When you do this, you will expand your level of awareness. And now that you know what your passions are, guess what? On the backside of that is where your purpose is. You can't find your purpose if you don't know your passions. If this helped you, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. And until next time, it's your boy DG. Be good.